Hi everybody, we're the Babes of Bourbon. I'm Megan Rudder.
And I am Eric Rudder.
And tonight we are doing a St. Patty's Day celebration video.
Yes, the obligatory.
Obligatory?
Yes.
Obligatory.
This is sort of like phonetics for me, phonetics class. But no, we are doing 3 budget Irish whiskeys. I was going to be...
And Guinness,
yes,
just for fun.
That's the palate cleanser. This is a blind flight. So it's time to put proper 12, which is Connor's McGregor's
Thanks, Nick.
Irish whiskey. Jameson, Megan's favorite. And Powers Irish whiskey. Gold Irish whiskey. These are all about $25 bottles, full size. Mm-hmm. They're all triple distilled.
And we're doing it blind because, little backstory for you guys, I have gotten very sick off of Jameson before. I have not revisited it in 4 years' time due to that horrific experience. Mm-hmm. And I pretty much stayed completely away from Irish whiskeys because they just have a bad association. So that's why we're going blind. Mm-hmm. And this bottle our friend Nick lent to us, so thank you very much, Nick. Yeah, I want to give it a fair shot.
Yes.
But I'm very nervous about this.
I think Powers is like the one that's been around the longest. Mm-hmm. This is bottled in bond, but it's 86.4 proof. So I don't know what bottled in bond means for Irish whiskey. Yeah. If anybody wants to say what that means, comment down.
You go for it, guys.
In the comments below.
Educate us.
Yes.
Always welcome to that. And then just straight off the bat, too. I know they're a little bit younger, but they're like very light in color.
Yes.
Compared to like a regular bourbon. Mm-hmm. Should we get to going?
Yes. Let's do it.
And then again, blind, so we don't know what order it is.
Yeah, but we all do have the same thing because Megan and I figured out a good solution. I poured them into like little glasses numbered 1, 2, and 3, and then she poured them into a random but same order in each one of these glasses. Mm-hmm.
That's what we did, folks.
Yes.
What he said. Okay, so right off the bat, the nose is like very subdued. Mm-hmm. But not bad. Mm-mm. Not bad, folks. Very subdued, though. I get some caramel. Yep. I get a little bit of floral on this.
Mm-hmm. That's what I was going to say, like citrus or floral.
Yeah. Okay. It doesn't make me gag.
I get a little bit of honey. I don't know if that's what I'm getting, but it's almost like honey floral.
What I will say is, I don't hate it. Mm-hmm. Which I'm very surprised. Because again, very skeptical with the Irish whiskeys, folks. Don't hate it. I think it would make a good mixer. I could shoot it, for sure. Mm-hmm. It's not something I'd want to sit and necessarily sip, but I feel like it could mix just fine with some Coke. Do you agree?
Yeah. I
don't hate it.
It's almost like a light beer to me. Like,
yeah.
Where you could drink this during the summer. Yeah. This one specifically. I don't know what the next 2 are going to be like.
It's interesting for me too because like you compare it to Guinness, where Guinness is such like a dark, hearty beer, and then the whiskeys are very light in color, where we're kind of flip flopped. Yeah. Like our whiskeys and bourbons are like dark in color, and beers generally light. All right. Palate. Oh, I'm sorry, sweetie.
Probably not the best palate cleanser here.
Listen, we're doing it like the Irish do. All right. I had a sip of Guinness before. I'm gonna have a sip of Guinness between. Fair to all of these whiskeys. Okay. Oh, this one's nose is different. Just as subtle. But I have to say I prefer the nose on the first one.
So do I. This is almost...
I don't want to insult anybody, but I feel like there's like a metallic-y scent to it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm almost getting like a really, really bad chocolate note on here.
This one's a little tough for me. I don't want to say this is the JMO because I'm not sure. But this did make my stomach crawl just a little bit.
That's interesting. It actually has a little bit of a smoky flavor.
It does.
To it, which I would not be surprised if that was the Powers, because it's aged a little bit longer and it still has like that honey notes there.
The second sip was much better than the first, so I'm going to give it a third. Give it a solid, fair chance, folks.
I actually think this one has a little more flavor.
Okay. I don't know what it was about the first sip. Maybe it was just too small.
Maybe with the Guinness.
No! Guys, if you can't tell, Eric's idea was the blind for the 3 Irish whiskeys, and my idea was the Guinness, and neither of us are jiving with the other's ideas. We're both being very sassy about it. How dare you diss the Guinness, okay? How dare you? Yeah, the second one, I do agree. I don't like the nose as much. The initial flavor wasn't super good for me. The second and third sip were much better, but there's something in it that does make my stomach crawl just a little.
So I do agree on the nose. I think the nose on this one, the first one's a little better, but I actually enjoy drinking this middle one a lot more than the first one. I didn't get much of anything on the first one.
That's why I was happy.
Yeah. I'm sitting here thinking, ooh, maybe you can see if we like some budget Irish whiskeys, and Megan's like, no, why are we doing this?
Like, for fun. We're doing it for fun. It's a holiday, folks, okay? We can't go out. Yeah. It's my own fault for ruining this. It's my own fault. Okay. Number 3. Okay, the nose is pretty powerful on this one. I don't think it has a much stronger nose, but I don't think it's as pleasant as the first. It's so hard to say what I get off of these because it's so different from bourbon.
Mm-hmm. I am getting like those light floral honey notes on all 3 of these. This one I did get a little smokiness. Maybe it was just because I had Guinness that I got that weird chocolate note on it.
This guy in the Guinness. How dare you?
How many more times do you think I'm bringing up this video?
You know, I'm guessing like 6. It's not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad. There's nothing offensive here. At the same time, there's not a bunch of flavor.
Like, I probably think for flavor, the third one's the best one for me. My God, if this is the JMO, I'm going to be like so embarrassed. But no, the third one's the best for flavor. The first one I give it second. The third one didn't sit right with me.
All right.
What's your rating?
Should we go back in order once really quick just to make sure?
What do you mean, back in order?
Like 3, 2, 1. Just another sip of each. Just to make sure. Get your
No,
next
I know.
sip of...
I know where my estimation lies. Where's yours? We can talk about yours. Fun fact, folks. Ireland was the first country in Europe that I ever visited. Unfortunately, I was 16 and too young to drink or go out and taste any of the Guinness or the whiskeys at the time.
I think this number 2 actually has great flavor.
Yeah.
And I really enjoy it. I just spilled them myself.
Damn, Guinness. Just kidding.
I'm going to go 1, 3, 2. Number 1 is the worst. Number 3 is the second worst. And number 2 is the best.
The best for you?
Yep.
Okay. Well, folks, I ordered them to line up with the bottles, the taste testers as 1, 2, 3, because it was easiest for me to remember. So what are they?
All
What was
right.
the first one?
Grand reveal. Number 1 is a Jameson.
Really?
Yes.
That one didn't make my stomach crawl.
Number 2 is the Proper 12.
Okay.
And number 3 is the Powers.
Okay. I'm surprised that JMO had the least offensive flavor for me, as you would say. Proper 12 I think would be really good in some cocktails because it does have that smoky flavor. That's like way more subtle than like a smoky bourbon, but it's still there. So if someone doesn't like it too much, I think they'd be good. And the third one, it was like, it'd be fine in cocktails.
Yeah, the third one,
to say.
the Powers, there's like absolutely nothing offensive about it. It's just like a nice, clean whiskey that if you really wanted to sip, you definitely could enjoy that on like a nice, warm summer day. Not too high proof. It would be like a good beginner.
If you're getting into whiskeys, yeah. And you know, when we were in Kentucky, something we learned too, one of the reasons that Kentucky is the bourbon belt is because it gets so cold in winter and so hot during summer that allows the bourbon to expand and contract into the barrels, so it's gaining more flavor. Whereas in Ireland, the seasons aren't quite the same. It is colder, so that's not allowing it to expand and contract quite as much. So you are going to get more subtle flavors from an Irish whiskey than you would from a Kentucky bourbon.
Yes, and they were also in Prohibition quite longer than America was. I don't know exactly when they got out of it. But there's some companies that have older Irish whiskeys, like Redbreast, is the one I know of, which you're probably going to start getting a little more flavor. But compared to like Scotch, where they have that same climate, but they have been around for a long time, where they've been able to age it 12, 18, 20 plus years to really get that flavor that they don't get as quickly with the bourbon.
Yeah. I agree with what Eric just said. I concur, folks. You know, Irish whiskey, it's really not my favorite, as you can tell by this video, but I'm not opposed to like trying it on and off again as time goes on. And for me, it is more of a mixer, which is totally fine. And if someone wants to drink it straight, that's also totally fine for them. Everybody's flavor profile is completely different.
Yeah, I'm glad we did this. It is just interesting to see different things out there in the world of whiskey. I mean, these are budget, so I wouldn't like hold the whole Irish whiskey scene to these 3 budget
Hold it to the candlelight
whiskeys, but I really do think there's probably some good things out there, but I did not want to drop $80 on something that we didn't even know if we're going to enjoy or not. That's something I'd want to buy at a bar before.
Definitely sample before buying the whole bottle. Or we could just go to Ireland.
Yes.
You know, test it out there.
Yeah.
See what we can bring home. That would be fun.
It would.
But yeah, well, everybody, I hope you have an absolutely fantastic St. Patty's Day.
Yes.
Even though it may look a little bit different this year, again.
Yeah.
You know, whatever. Whatever you do. Drink whiskey, drink beer, have a wonderful time. If you enjoyed this video, like, subscribe, comment, share. And we will be posting shortly here our Babes of Bourbon art that we've had our friend, an artist friend, Alan, put together. Put us and Poppy in a little cartoon version, and it's absolutely adorable.
Yes, it is.
So you'll have to check that out shortly, guys.
Yep, for sure.
All right.
But yeah, like, subscribe. You said all those things already.
I did.
So have a great night, and cheers.
Cheers. Good night, everybody. Bye.
Bye.